Hi, I'm Jen Clay, and I'm a local artist here in South Florida. I'm going to be showing you today how to make this soft textile with me. It's a plant growth, and I use a lot of fiber work in my practice. I want to make things that are soft, that are soothing to the touch, and I invite you today to make this project with me, to be an artist too. And this project is inspired by the illustrations in The Day You Begin by Jacqueline Woodson, illustrated by Rafael Lopez. So we're going to be making a plant. It could be a flower, it could be a fern. I want you to think of just like how a plant grows and the different shapes that reach out to the sky. And just think about like how the plant needs nurturing, and I think that art is very nurturing, so you're kind of like a plant also in this project. So first we're going to check out the supplies to make something like this. So our supplies include a mesh. This is called a mesh canvas. It has like a really interesting texture. And then we have these scissors. They're really great. I like using these a lot. They're called loop scissors. And then this is a needle tool, but really you just need something to poke, that can poke through this mesh. So it's like a poking tool, but this is actually a needle tool, or a knitting needle tool. And you're gonna get 2 pieces of felt, 2 different colors. And I'm going to show you what you can make with that. So let me put this right here, and put the scissors over here. And we're going to be cutting the felt into shapes that are kind of long. They're about 4 inches by between 1.5 to 2 inches, but you don't have to measure it. You can totally just eyeball it. You can make long shapes like this, or you can make other kind of shapes, which will make different, like leafy kind of growths. Like this one is the rectangle shape. And then this is more of the round shape where I cut off the corners. So let me show you how to do that. So I'll put that over here. I don't need that right now. Put that over here. Okay. So I'm just gonna start by making some rectangle cuts. Not rectile, that's not a word. So I'm just gonna cut it long like this. And they can be imperfect because you're gonna be putting them next to each other to make a plant. And if you ever look at a plant, there's gonna be things, all the leaves they'll be similar, but they won't be exactly the same. So this is perfectly fine. I don't want you to get caught up in being a perfectionist. It's all about making art with me today and enjoying the process. So I'm just gonna cut these in half. I'm gonna cut some more. Like that. And I'll just cut it in half again, like this. Now I have 2. Let's cut some blue ones. I really like the sound that the felt makes when you cut it. It's like a crunch. Okay, I'm gonna cut this one in half also. And you know what? I think I'll bend this one in half, and I'm just gonna lop off these corners. Can you see that? So I just cut off that corner, and I cut off that corner. and you can actually cut in this corner, but you'll see that I don't cut it completely in two. Like I still have this right here, and I'm just gonna cut off this corner too. And when I open it, I have kind of two like oval shapes that are touching at the base. And I'm just gonna take this little scrap, we call this now is trash, and I'm gonna put it over here. And next, I'm gonna show you how to push the felt through the mesh. So I'm gonna move the scissors and the felt over here out of the way so we can focus. So this is a no-sew textile, so there's no sewing involved. And this is like a really interesting technique that I learned a few years ago. And so what you do, I found like this is the easiest way, is to begin in the center of the mesh. And just think of like how a plant grows, like maybe what color, what shapes you want in the center. And I think I'm gonna go with this like long blue rectangle. And I'm gonna focus on this one corner of the rectangle. And I'm just gonna gently shove that corner using this pointed tool into that hole. And I'm just shoving it more like that. And then I pull it through the other side. So I want to pull it about halfway. So you can see that it's halfway through. And then I'm going to take this other part that I didn't shove through and poke it through the hole right next to it. See? Right, I'm gonna go into that hole right next to the hole that the felt's in. So I'm gonna go into that one. The same technique, I focus on this one corner of the felt and I shove that in, and then I just pull it through. And this is how you make a no-sew textile. And that's how you create volume. I'm actually secretly showing you how to make a self-sculpture or a rug. So let's keep going. So I'm gonna pick this piece. It's a little bit cut at the top, so it's a bit more rounded. And I'm just gonna go next to where I shoved in the first piece of felt. It's a lot of shoving. So the same thing, I'm gonna just pull it through halfway. See, it's halfway. And I'm gonna go right next to it and shove this piece through. So there. And we're well on our way. And let me show you a mistake that you can make. So say I'm talking to someone and I'm not paying attention, which sometimes happens, and I'm beginning by the same process, and I have this piece of felt halfway through, right? It's halfway through. And I have these pieces all coming out on this side. And this is kind of the front side. I want all the pieces to come out this side, but say I'm talking to you and I'm getting distracted, and I take this piece and I poke it through the other side. And now it looks like this. That happens. So what you do, you can just backtrack, take one side out, and look at where you're going. So I have this piece halfway through, and to make all the sides on this side to be flat, I'm gonna make sure the side that's sticking on next to the flat ones also goes through the hole. So just poke that through, and there we go. Hooray! And this side will be completely flat. If you wanted to get really creative, you could have them on both sides. But for this project, we're going to just have all the leafy bits coming through on this side. So now I'm gonna add some red, right? Yeah, let's add some red. This is an exotic plant with red and blue leaves, kind of like purple cabbage, you know? Sometimes plants have exciting colors. So the same thing, I poked it halfway through, and now I'm gonna go right next to that hole that the red is through. I'm just gonna poke it through and pull it through also. That looks pretty good, right? Hooray, it's art. I'm just gonna keep going. Maybe border that blue. So I just shove this one through, halfway, go right next door, put the other piece of felt through and pull it through again. Okay, and you'll notice I already cut this to be like more rounded, but even though, say I pull all of these through and I decide that I want to do some trimming, it's kind of like having a plant, because I can just cut and make a new shape. Like say I want it to be like a pointy leaf, or maybe I want it to make a different shape. So I can just go in and do a little trimming. It's very relaxing. It's kind of like having a bonsai plant. And you can get really creative. You can do this step or not. It's gonna look great either way. And just remember to clean up after yourself. So we're gonna put this over here and I'll throw that away later. So you're gonna keep doing that. And then if you'd like to, you can trim the mesh when you're done to make the sculpture more like framed, so the mesh isn't distracting from your plant. So you can just cut it. And you want to make sure that you're not cutting, like I'm not going to cut this mesh right here that the felt's actually on. I'm going to go next door to it. Make sure I'm not interfering with our plant. There we go. Now I'm going to put this over here. And so you can keep doing this project and building on it. And you can cover your entire mesh and make something larger like this. And actually you can keep working on it and make something even larger like this. And then that way you have something that you can invite people to touch. It's really fun to feel all the different shapes. And these shapes on the back, I love fiber art. So I hope that you keep working and making art, and hopefully you'll be a future fiber artist like me. Thank you for today, and I enjoyed doing this with you.